Today's event recognises the good work that journalists and people in the media do to highlight stories of people who experience mental illness.
Those individuals who are doing the graft, doing the hard work day in, day out, meeting people, they're giving voices to people who don't have voices.
These are not easy stories to tell, so we are so grateful to the decision makers in the room who decide to commission these kinds of stories, and people who generously shared, because you wouldn't have stories without the people who agreed to come forward and tell them.
Mental health is an issue that doesn't get the attention that, say, cancer does, or that the housing crisis does. Still so much stigma, so much self-blame, so much shame. Without the kind of recognition that awards like this give, there may be, less inclination to cover the stories, and the stories are so important if we're to make any progress on how mental health is treated.
Within the most ordinary people, there are extraordinary stories, and that's why we are so enthusiastic about these awards. It's really important that we celebrate journalism that actually recognises the dignity of those who are being covered.
At Commission a Man we support a range of media activities, but really what came across so strongly was the pride the journalists had in the stories they were telling and the care they took in the stories they were telling.
Being able to create trust between the people that are being interviewed and the interviewee is so key to creating a piece that's worth listening to and that we can all learn from.
People living on the street are an element of the homelessness crisis we don't get to hear stories from, and so I really wanted to give them a positive experience and that their stories are recorded somewhere.
It was a very empowering moment to know that the prison and the women with lived experience had been recognised. Women within the criminal justice system, they can change their life. At first I was very apprehensive, but then Pamela and Mita's productions, they really had so much empathy and compassion. It actually changed my perception on media because I had a different perception, a negative one.
And I want to encourage people in the media to think about how they can make a difference in people's understanding of mental health, and together we can create a more compassionate country.